And welcome to Bakerstreet.coasters, where today we are doing something a little bit different. I'm not at a theme park today, guys. I'm actually in Matlock, Bath, to basically go all the way up to the heights of Abraham. Now, I am very excited because I've never done this before, ever, and I've always looked at it, and I'm like, every time I wanted to go, it's always closed. So, this is May, well, I'm in May, and yeah, literally, I took a train from Matlock, Bath, to Matlock, Bath, and literally the entrance for Heights of Abraham is literally around the corner, guys. So anyways, let's get into this. It has got a cable car which goes all the way to the top of the Heights of Abraham. I cannot wait. I'm actually buzzing. This is an absolute insane masterpiece. It's going at the speed of light. That's insane. That's probably the quickest cable car I have seen in the UK by far. Not even the one over the River Thames in London can do that fast. That's brilliant. Okay, let's head up to the top here where we get our tickets. Well, I've already got my tickets. I did book online, guys. It was like £27? Something like that, £27 online, guys. And I booked it just the day before. As yesterday, well, today I was actually meant to be in Blackpool Pleasure Beach. But I was like, well, no, I'm going to go for a Victor's opening. There you go, Derbyshire award-winning landmark attraction. It looks absolutely huge. You've got like this sort of castle thing up there. Oh. Welcome to the Heights. My family and I are pleased to continue a 230-year... So this is a family-run attraction. That's really cool. Welcoming visitors from across the world to the Heights of Abraham. At the summit, you have free access to the Hilltop Park, exhibitions, leisure facilities and tours. This map will help you plan your visit and to get the best value from your day with us. It is insane. It's huge. I've never done this. I'm actually very excited to go and do this, guys. So anyways... let's go all the way to the top. Oh, that is insanely fast. Could be faster than Rita, guys, believe it or not. No, I'm joking, it's not faster than Rita. That's brilliant. I have just been informed that they have 3 speeds for the cable car. So this is on speed 1 apparently. However, they have like speed 2, which is a little bit faster than the speed 3, which is absolutely insanely fast. Like I said, I've never done it, so I've never seen it on speed 3, but the ticket booth person thinks that it's on speed 1. Okay, so I've just done the cable car. That goes at 5 meters per second. That is really quick. I don't even know if I'm guessing that is the fastest cable car in the country, because I can't think of any other cable cars in the country, except in England, of course. You know, that is like probably the last cable car I did. That's insane. The fact that, you know, 5 meters per second, that's brilliant. A really good cable car, actually. Oh my god, even if they say Heights of Abraham, why not the views of Abraham? This is brilliant. Wow. The view from here is insane.
A quick time check, it's coming up for 5 to 12. We're all here. Path over your shoulder goes down the hill. You follow the path down and round. It's an 8 to 10 minute steady bimble down. You'll get to the Rutland Cavern, which is number 19. The Rutland tours today, 1:15 to the hour. 12:15, 12:45 and so on. You go in and you exit the same way, so that does mean walking back up. Just be aware it is a lot longer and steeper than the ticket office hill you've just done. Any health mobility problems, either leave it out or you could do it last. There is a walkout route back to the car park. The other cavern, around the corner, second left, end of the building, there's a board with seismic on it. That's your Masson Cavern, number 5. So Masson tours today every 20 minutes. 12, 20 past 22 on the hour. You'll go in here, exit here, then you'll be able to go up to the viewing tower. 8 to 10 minute walk back down. Toilets above the Masson, toilets in the building to the right, cafe further through. We've got scrummy afternoon lunch in the bar and restaurant. Entrance is on the green terrace. We've got take-out pizzas at the Snap Tin, exhibitions to go in, towers to climb, and W.T. Cowell, our Victorian gent, is leaving the tower at 12:45, 2:15, 3:45 today with a Victorian walking tour. Steady bimble around the top, finishes here. If you need anything, guys, pop back and let me know. Have a good one. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. I'm just randomly walking down here. I don't know where exactly I'm going, but is that an old cable car? No, I don't know what that is. Oh look, they've got these sort of things. I'm just gonna go all the way down here and see where exactly this goes. This is really steep, and they said it's steep. I agree, it's steep. Whoa, but be very careful, you don't want to slip. Butterflies ahead. Victorian Prospect Tower. I've just been there, haven't I? Have I gone completely the wrong way? Wait, no, Summer House and Woodland. Rutland Cavern is that way. It's every hour, apparently, guys. This is exactly where I thought a cavern would be. Ooh. I don't know what I'm doing. Singing Alton Towers in the middle of Heights of Abraham. I've gone completely the wrong way. No, I haven't. I don't know where I'm going. Wait, I need to get my map up. Not to fear, Thomas Baker went completely the wrong way, and I'm going back up here. I'm going to go to the tower, which is apparently the highest point of this whole place. Ooh. Victoria, there it is, it's up there. Oh. Up we go! So now we're going to go into the Great Mesen Cavern. Legend, thank you. Okay, we're going to go all the way up these stairs. Oh. You know, this reminds me of the monument at, yeah, the spiral staircase reminds you of the monument at London. You can go and check that video out, by the way, guys. I did do a London video vlog. Oh. So we're up on this really tall tower. It's called the Prospect Tower? Is it the Prospect Tower? Oh. It was something like that. Oh. Well. There's your views for today. Oh my god, it's my views for today. Well, you can see Gulliver's! I'm not gonna joke, look. You can see the climbing grid for Gulliver's. Just, oh wait, I don't know. There it is, it's just there, guys. Oh. This is Matlock. These views are insane. I wish it was a clearer day though. That's me not gonna lie here. And there's the cable cars down there. Oh, okay. Oh, when they say it's steep, it is steep, guys.
Oh, slippery and we go down here.
Oh god.
Little bit deep.
6 degrees it is down here, guys. Wow. What's the fruit? Oh.
It is actually my phone.
Your first time, do you like
I
it?
don't turn it 7.
Very important in these sort of situations, you have your shoelaces done up properly.
Oh yeah. Oh, in there. Goes along.
Morning! Everybody okay?
Yeah.
Very good. We got everybody down?
Yeah.
That is our longest and steepest slope. Bad news is some of the other ones go up. Welcome everybody, and I would like to start your tour with a question. Does that taste nice? That's the first question.
Yeah.
So enjoying eating the barrier, that's good. Question. Does anybody here know the difference, please, between a cave and a cavern? Not 2 letters of the alphabet, yes.
I think it's because it's really deep.
Because it's really deep. That's a very good answer.
but it's not the answer we're looking for. Anybody else? Size? Do you know at what point they switch over? No, it's alright because it's wrong. Okay. It's actually very, very simple, folks. Okay, so caves have bears. Caverns have dragons. We have a dragon. We're in a cavern. You'll like him. It's called Mr. Sniffles. You've never seen him. Do we think that's true?
No.
You are a bunch of cynics. Correct answer. Entrances and exits. If there is only one way in and out, it's a cave. If there's more than one way in and out, it's a cavern. You stand in a cavern network with multiple chambers and multiple entrances. The one you just used brought you down between two walls of rock, those cliffs on either side of us. That is part of a fault line 6 miles long, a crack in the rock running from Bonsall to Cryche. 180 million years old. It's called the Great Break. But our story goes back even further than that. So in our minds now, friends, we're all travelling back in time. 350 million years to the early Carboniferous period, a time before the dinosaurs, a time when if you had been here, every one of you would be swimming right now. You swim?
No. Yes.
Good. Because at that time, about 90% of our planet was covered in shallow, tropical ocean waters. And they were home to life, just not as we know it. Jim? Hello, fellow nerd. Nice to see you. In that water, you wouldn't have found any whales or fish or things like that. You would have found yourself surrounded by strange and wonderful creatures like brachiopods, a bivalve, a shellfish. There were wibbly-wobbly half jellyfish, half plants called crinoids. Long, creepy, crawly creatures called trilobites. And the one thing you might recognise in today's oceans, coral. That was it. So when those creatures died and sank down onto the ocean floor, there was nothing to get rid of the shell, the bone. The hard parts of those animals lay on the ocean floor and began to build up over time. The calcium in all of that then reacted with the carbon dioxide in the water to form a mineral called calcium carbonate. And that, over millions and millions of years, built up on the ocean floor, layer upon layer upon layer. Now water is heavy. It's on top, squishing, squashing and compressing everything down, until eventually it all slowly turned to stone. That is what surrounds you now. This is Carboniferous limestone. It formed underwater somewhere near the equator, and then over more millions of years it shifted slowly across the surface of our planet to where it stands today. And that movement put stress on the rock, forcing it to twist and to crack, forming fault lines like the Great Break. But there were other things happening as well. Things you will discover in our next chamber, which is at the other end of this tunnel just here. This is called a pipe vein. And back in the day, that would have been full of superheated volcanic liquids. It is what they turned into that we're going to think about when we reach the other end. So, friends, now is a very important moment. This is what we call rather dramatically the point of no return. Simply put, it means if for any reason you've decided this is not for you, you're not comfortable in the environment, you don't fancy walking up all those steps, or possibly what quite a lot of you are thinking right now, which is, I can't listen to it for another minute, then it is time to escape the way you came in. Follow me down this tunnel, friends, and you will be making a commitment. You cannot turn back, and we will go through this together to the bitter, bitter end. But it could be fun, yes?
Yeah. Ow. very cool. Look, all this cabin stuff. Oh yeah, the roof's definitely wet. That's one? I think so. Wow. Stairs. Yeah, quite low but now. You're very... Oh god. There you go, just gone upstairs. This is good exercise for the day.
Got there for me? That's it. You okay? Yeah. Got a full ninja there. Oh, yeah. Everybody swaying the current. Swaying the current. Yeah. Is anybody suddenly feeling the urge to go to the bathroom? Sound of water does have that effect sometimes, so I'm going to turn it on. Right. It is time for our light show. Now, seismic is going to project down into the darkness behind me and onto the ceiling above. So I'm hoping you're happy with the view where you're standing, but if you want to move, now is the time to do so. I do a bit of room at the front here if anyone wants to. But then it's important that you don't move, okay? If you're needing to hold on to someone in the dark for safety, reassurance or something like that, it is time to do that as well. All I ask is that you make sure you are holding on to someone you actually know. If you think I'm doing that as a joke, no, it's actually happened. And the paperwork was not fun. So, standing still once the lights are off, please, because moving around will result in you falling over. It will result in you probably triggering something of a domino effect and a massive pile of paperwork for me. Nobody wins, okay? So stand nice and still for me. You can use your cameras, you can film, you can photograph, but please, folks, it is supposed to be dark. Let's ensure we're not using the torch or the flash on our cameras, and that, like my friend here, you are filming from around here, from this height, rather than having your phone up here in the air where everybody else has to look at the screen. This is not a Taylor Swift concert. I know. So, the most important thing. Let's remember that back in the previous chamber, we went back in time 350 million years. We are about to skip forward 50 million years. Do you know why?
Why?
Because nothing happened.
Oh.
Nothing happened. So, we are now 300 million years in the past, where we pick up our story in 3, 2, 1.
Millions of years have passed, but our story has much more to tell. We are now in the late Carboniferous period, 300 million years ago. The limestone has already been formed, the warm seas have retreated. River deltas with tropical swamps are filled with forests of gigantic horsetails and tree ferns. In the air, enormous insects fly around. Over time, the forests die, and the rotting vegetation compresses and solidifies to eventually become coal. But we must move on. It is now 200 million years ago, and the land that will become Britain has drifted nearer to the equator, part of an ancient supercontinent called Pangaea. Catastrophic eruptions shake and distort the rock, and deadly fumes fill the air. Global temperatures rise, and the oceans acidify. Planet Earth becomes a very inhospitable place, and primitive land and marine animals die in a mass extinction called the Great Dying. Acid rain percolates the ground, dissolving the limestone, forming huge caves and passages. strange fluids crystallize in joints and cracks. Some will become valuable lead ore. But the caverns remain undiscovered. Their secret is hidden. Time passes, and tectonic plates slowly alter the Earth's surface, forming new continents. Fish, dinosaurs, and numerous plant species start to inhabit these lands. And life slowly evolves over the next 180 million years. Then, one devastating day, a massive asteroid impacts planet Earth and triggers violent volcanic eruptions. Ash and dust block out the sun, causing the ecosystem to collapse. And the dinosaurs, along with some animals and plants, die out. As the land we call Britain drifts northwards, the climate gradually cools and glaciers form, hundreds of meters thick in places. Storms, snow, and ice repeatedly come and go. It will be thousands of years before the temperatures begin to rise, and icy meltwaters scour the rocks, filling the caverns with sand and silt. As the glaciers melt, the landscape and coastline of Britain slowly emerges, and early humans arrive. But the hidden caverns still keep their secret. Hundreds of years go by, and people discover how to use metal. Lead becomes a valuable resource, and during the Roman conquest is mined extensively in Derbyshire. Our story is nearly over. Lead mining is established as an industry. Local miners dig deeper and deeper, removing all the glacial sand and silt to reveal more of the valuable ore and minerals. It is their hard labor that opens up the cavern that you see today.
You got that? I'm glad. I worked hard on that. Now, welcome, my friend. But now you know what happened to those liquids. Those superheated volcanic liquids that flow through the tunnels crystallised down into mineral deposits. You might have spotted a sparkle on the rocks on the way through, looking a bit like diamonds. Yes, sadly not diamonds. That is fluorspar. Behind me up in the ceiling there is a yellow mineral. This is iron disulfide, also known as iron pyrite. Or anybody?
Iron.
Nope.
Oh.
Fool's gold. Very good. Do you see why people thought that was gold? Yeah.
'Cause
You
yellow.
you were a fool. And then we've got the geodes, beautifully illuminated for you, full of this white crystal that runs all the way through the limestone because it is limestone in crystal form. It's called calcite. It's a mineral everybody here experiences pretty much every day. Did everybody brush their teeth today?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was you. I hope you did. Principal ingredient in most toothpastes, calcium carbonate. Any kind of medication you swallow in tablet form, your paracetamol, your prescription medications, the majority of what you swallow, calcium carbonate. It is mixed with white paint. It's used to paint the lines in the road and make them reflective in your headlights at night. So when you see that reflection, that is this stuff that's sparkling back at you. That's something you all see every day. But there is another story connected to this. And that links us to the Viking invasion of Britain.
Oh, okay, so we're going up 37 stairs to the next underground chamber, and this would be the last underground chamber. That was a really good light show. I like that one, especially in a cave as well. This is probably better than Rocky Hole at the moment. Oh, bit sleep here. I don't know how much you guys can see. No, you can't see anything. Oh, there's candles. there's candles.
Trust me, in a few months' time, when it's really busy in here, and I've got a load of teenagers that all grab their phones that have been offline for about 20 minutes and have enough. 1705 is the date. So this is a miner's plaque that was engraved on the wall that year by these people at floor level. That, friends, is where the floor was when they started work. And they worked their way downwards, but they started in a space this small, and therefore dug themselves a ventilation shaft. Who were these people? Well, outside the box are the initials of the local bar masters, as they were known. Crown employees that worked for King George, issuing and managing the contracts, making sure the King got his cut of the proceeds. Their names were Ezra and Thomas Whitworth. They were part of quite a famous engineering family. You all look far too young to remember. Don't need them, because our fossils are older than any dinosaur you are ever going to see by about 100 million years. Look at these funny circles. Those are the brachiopods, shellfish. And then over here, somewhere, I have fossilized coral. Things that could not be here unless this rock was once the ocean floor, yes? You are about 1,000 feet above sea level right now, my friend. That's quite something, isn't it? Now let's compare it to another hill you might be familiar with over in the Himalaya. This one is a bit... Is that cliff behind? To the left? Yeah. Just about through the mist. Here's our county town Matlock. And then over on the hill, looking very moody and Bronte-esque, is the building everybody wants to know about, yeah?
Yeah.
My house. And Ryber Castle. Now it might look like a castle, it might be named a castle, but guess what? It's not. It is not a castle. It is a Victorian building. Now, you might have spotted Mr. W.T. Cowell wandering around the site while you've been here. It looks very strange because he's the only man dressed in a top hat today. He'll be quite happy to talk to you from the perspective of a Victorian. He is in 1854. And from his perspective, there is nothing atop that hill but a stone circle. So you can have a chat to him about the early history of that building. All I'm going to do is tell you what it is now. After a century or so of being completely derelict, Ryber Castle is 26 apartments. They are very fancy. There are still some on the market. They only went on the market about 18 months ago. I saw one up for sale a few weeks ago, a 2-bedroom duplex, on sale for the grand sum of £450,000.
Oh God.
I'm having two. They put a zip wire in to get me to work. So if you're interested, check them out. They're on Rightmove. There are videos and everything. They're really fancy. But that is your view. Now, if you do have any questions about your tour, about what you've seen, what you've heard, my team and I are available back at the entrance throughout the day. We'll do our best to answer your questions. Feel free to come and see us if you wish to. I highly recommend a visit to the Rutland Cavern if you feel like a walk down and then back up the hill. But in the meantime, enjoy the weather as best you can. When you're ready, your route down the hill, straight down the path.
It's so peaceful and quiet. It's really nice, guys. I have just done the cavern tour. That was really good. Like, really good. But yeah, Matlock and Matlock Bath are all over there. That's brilliant. Right, I've got something to eat now. So there's a restaurant down here. So that's exactly where I'm going to go. But I hope you guys doing well. Please remember to like and subscribe, guys. And I can continue my day here at Matlock and Heights of Abraham. But I have done one of the 2 cavern tours today. I'm probably going to come back another time and do the other one. However, at the moment, I'm going to take the cable car back down and then I'm going to look around Matlock because I've never been to Matlock at all. And I've heard it's a very, very nice place. So yes, anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog. Please remember to like and follow. I'd really appreciate that. You guys are absolutely amazing. And remember to smile always. Bye, guys. Wait, I will give you the views of the Heights of Abraham from the cable car. Yes, that does end my trip here at the Heights of Abraham. That was insane. I'm gobsmacked in the fact that this place has a cable car, and not only that, all the tops, you have all caverns and everything, like the hilltops. It's insane views, just brilliant. You know, guys, if you are in Matlock or you're near Derbyshire or anything like that, I definitely recommend going to the Heights of Abraham. Anyways, I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. Please remember to like and follow. I would really appreciate that. No, like and subscribe, guys. And yeah, that is it from me here. Bye, guys. Here we go on our trip back to Matlock train station. How cool is that, guys? I feel like some of my videos today probably were crooked, but oh, I don't matter. So yeah, this goes up, like I said, guys, it does go at 5 meters per second. The ride operator didn't know that, and then you know, I did some research, and that's exactly how fast this goes. It's really hard to find research on this, actually, guys. Now, I can tell you right now, this looks better than the Alton Towers one, and that's not even me gonna joke with you guys. I was speaking to the ride operator, and asking if they've had much weathering on the ride, because their like big wheel on the side, you know, at the top side, doesn't have an actual roof. But yeah, no, they don't have a lot of that stuff, which is quite good actually. You go, here's the views. And then the castle up there, there is like some sort of castle. It's actually an apartment sort of place where you could actually rent out rooms. Hey, there's the other cable cars. It is insane, guys. There's the trains are down there. And then we get the views from up here. Now Gulliver's is over there, believe it or not. Gulliver's is over there, guys. How cool is that? Gulliver's Matlock. Matlock Bath. Ooh, we're going really slowly. And we stop here for the view, which is very nice. This has probably got to be one of my favourite, yeah, this is my favourite cable car in the UK at most. It's insane. Cable cars, cabins on Hilltop. They're going very slowly down. I don't know, I feel like we actually are taller than Hyperia here, which makes sense. Well, of course we are. I mean, that's definitely taller than Hyperia, isn't it? Duh. I couldn't tell you what sort of, or how tall we actually are, guys, unfortunately. Yeah, I adore it, you know? This cable car is a really good treat, and thank you for the person who told me to go here today. I was really on the verge of not going here, and I've had a really good day so far. Can't wait to go and see what else is in Matlock Bath, guys, because that'd be quite nice. Here we go again. I think they slowed it down. the canal. I don't know what they are. I'm pretty sure that's where they do like their sort of canal. Not canal. It's more of a, I don't know what they do. Don't ask me, guys. That's a single track there for the trains. If you think we were all the way up there, now we're all the way back here. There we go.